Don't watch, Jolene. Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we got Nate in the house. Basically, what we're doing is we're trying to see if the pins fit the front end. I've got it back inside from sandblasting, and I'm going to get Nate's hand to put it back on. As me and Nate have been talking about it, when he put the front end on and then it went down, he had to shove it back a little bit to make it fit right. So we did not, when I welded up, when I got Doug to weld it up, I'm not sure if I was thinking about that or not.
It had the flex was in the front. And some flex
it had a little flex in the front. And you can remember, I can remember myself watching the hood come down, then you shove on it, make it work. Well, we've got it all welded up. I've got it all welded up. Just want to take a look at it for a second. Just weld a piece along the bottom there. Made this all come together. If Jolene wants to come in a little bit closer, you can see, you'll see it when it gets on anyways. You can see I put 2 new pieces of metal in here, one there and one over there on that side of the grill, to make that front come tight and right. It's good. The guy with the torch, I think I said it last time, I was looking at that. That guy was fantastic. I mean, I wonder if Jimbo could do something like that. That's fantastic welding with the torch. It really is. It's in shape, 3 or 4 patches on it, quite something else. We've got it welded up. I sandblasted it right after I did the front end, just kind of pulled it out and sandblasted a little bit more to clean it up a little bit more. Because this is coming up, this is not staying on there. This is something for us to lift on and try to keep the fenders in place. But we're going to try to put the front end back on so we can deal with this stuff. This stuff has to be dealt with. That stuff has to be dealt with. Let's try to put it on.
You want to get up room? You want to push it back just a little bit?
Probably work, yeah.
Is there anything behind it?
I don't know. Nope.
There we go.
How's that?
Room there now. Yep.
Put something behind the wheel there. Something.
One of your little frame pieces here.
Pair of vice grips. And a hammer. Or a screwdriver.
Alright, I should be able to.
So don't roll back when we're trying to shove it on. Or forward. I've got a pin. Nate's got a pin.
I'm going to take this little edge off that pin real quick.
Nate's got a burr he wants to get rid of. So I don't know, like, the gap was off when he was shoving that on. So I'm hoping it fits. And there was a lot of, what can I say, welding done on that front end. We welded all the way down inside each fender, welded the grill and the bottom, and we even welded the hinge part back on. So that stuff can obviously change when that goes on. Let's rock and roll and put this right in my hand. See if we can put this bad boy on. I'll let you go first. Something like this, it's pretty hard to do by yourself. You want to put your side on? Then that looks good. Yours one. Maybe I should try to put my side. All right. Hey, come on, baby. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, just going to let it down slowly. That's mint.
Actually, that's not bad.
That's mint.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Huh?
That's pretty damn good. It didn't.
Woohoo!
Come ahead.
Look at that baby. That's awesome. I'd rather take some off or change something than try to add on to the edge of the hood or add. This here is not fitting that great.
Yeah, you have a little bit of tinkering to do.
This one here is kind of, a little off there. That one there's a little tighter on that side, is it not? Fantastic. Fantastic. No, it'll work. Look, this one's tighter. It seems to be tighter, but that's fine.
Yeah, it fits pretty good up there.
I think what I'll do is I'll have to play with this a bit, obviously.
Yeah, this one side here, maybe this one side can. Yeah, it's not bad though. You're gonna make them pieces anyways.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. If you want to come down and take a look at the front, sweetheart.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got the, yeah, it don't look bad. It's got a little more, didn't quite notice that. Got the front end done. Got a new piece on this side. Got a new piece on this side. This side, we just put the bumper, did the bumper hole in it, did the bumper hole on this side, and we ran our strip down through this morning to finish that off. Haven't looked at it yet,
I like seeing it back on the car.
but it looks good. Looks good and strong. Yeah, that makes me happy that back on the car and it fits nice, eh?
Yes.
Nate is on the Hudson. You want to show us what you're doing, Nate, a little bit?
Starting the wiring, we put a, I don't know if Joe can see it up under the other side, up under the dash.
Maybe you go on the other side and
Driver's
she'll be able to see.
side. There's a fuse panel up underneath the kick panel. Go down a little further, Joe, and over down. The fuse panel with the relays and stuff all up underneath the,
Right there. Yeah.
and then we're running them with the key switch to the starter and all that stuff, starting to get that mocked it in, then I'll pull it apart and loom it up and stuff. It's going pretty good anyways. That's a pretty nice little cheap, whatever that harness is from, that's a pretty good little harness. It's got enough stuff, just all the relays and stuff it needed for doing this. It wouldn't be no good for a fuel injection one, but it's good for a carburetor one.
Right.
So it's pretty good that way. We got the kickdown bracket all bolted on. That's adjusted up pretty good over here now, bolted on and painted. That's all bolted on, painted, and set in place there now. And yeah, just the wiring takes quite a bit of time there, man, and stuff, and getting it in place. So
After you do the wiring harness, you'll have to take it all out
I'm gonna
and
pull
tape it.
back up and loom it up, and yeah,
That sort of
get
stuff.
it mocked up the length and everything first, and
Right on.
all that stuff. We still
Awesome.
need a couple little things. We still need a coil and a couple small things.
How long does it take you to wire a car?
I can't honestly tell you. It depends on how many circuits you're putting and whatnot.
Now we're gonna know. You start today.
Today. I've never done one of these styles before, so and I told you 2 days, but I don't know.
There you go.
See?
About 2 days you can do it probably,
I
about 2
don't know.
days.
Some people are like, I know some. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Take me a month. I'm not into wires. Not into wires. Alrighty, see where I got this back on here. I'm not sure where I want to start to hold this on here. I'm not sure, because we're nice and tight up here. Nice and tight up there. This fender seems to be, this one's got a nice gap in it though, if you know, that's what I like about that. That one's got a nice gap. I might tack the hood on. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I've got this little piece right here I gotta get off. It's gonna hold me up a little bit, I'm thinking. Just gonna get in here and trace that off. And maybe I'll do the other one. Just pull that up a little bit, hit it with the grinder. Oh! Let's hit it with the grinder. See what happens here. What we need is, or what I'm thinking I need the shape, because I want to cap this one. I got to cap this and this to make it strong, basically. And what I mean by make it strong is make like a wheel lip, I guess. I want to do that. There we go. Get my fingers underneath there. Shirt back. That could almost be tacked in place just like that. Almost. Alrighty. I think I have a plan. So what I need is I need the shape of the fender. That's what I need. And I'm gonna try to get it by doing this. They'll come in handy. Guarantee it, they'll come in handy. Especially when it comes time to make it. They'll all be made there sitting on the floor just waiting. Alrighty. should start right up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it where I think is in place, and then I'm going to try to get a shape from it. So I'm going to tack it back together where I think it's good. And I'll make a shape. I'll make a pattern. Oh, look at that. That'll come right back together. Beautiful. Stop it. Stop it. I know I'm supposed to be, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be cutting them apart, but right this second I need them back together. That's kind of down there a little bit, but let's do this. Not liking that one there. Let's take the hammer and get it in shape the best we can.
I guess we are putting all brand new key switches and dimmer switches and headlight switches is all new too, so it'll be all.
Yeah, so everything's been cut out of it, obviously. On the line, had to think about that. So everything he's putting in there is what he's saying is he's putting in new. I don't like that one tack there. Cut it off. That's what you do when you don't like something. Cut it off. Not in all cases, but in this case. Alrighty. Now I've got that in shape, I guess. In shape. Not a bad line. We might have to cut some back on this. May have to cut some back on that. That's fine. Just want to take a look at this side. This side can be held down when it comes time to put this one on. Something that's holding. I see a few things that's wrong on that side, holding that back. But now let's get this shape right here. I'm going to get a piece of Bristol board. I'm going to try to get the outside radius of the fender. I'm so happy that that fit back on. And it went on nice, didn't it? Nate, that went on nice. Nice! All right.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. You want to hold one piece of that, sweetheart? Just hold. I just want to get a, what I'm doing is I'm holding the Bristol board on here. That's where I'm holding it on the center. I'm going to look down here and I'm going to look up there and I'm going to mimic the same distance away, that's away, and try to keep the same distance to make this shape. If you know what I'm trying to, like, when I set that on there and I'm at a certain distance and I know how far I need to cut up in the middle. So if I got this much distance here and this is hitting, that means I have to cut the center up that distance. If you know what I'm trying to say. We'll try it. Let's go for it. That's basically, I'm just trying to tell you what I'm doing. So I've got a distance that I'm looking for. Let's see how it worked out. Pair of scissors. Had my scissors. Put them back. Wasn't ready putting on front end today.
No?
No, wasn't ready for this. But I got this far, so this is where I'm at. My dream today was to finish the front end. Oh! Is that you, Nate? Huh? What you have for dinner?
Chicken pizza.
Chicken pizza. This needs to be cut off. Hoping. Yeah. Nathan, you able to come over and give me a hand for a minute, old buddy? All right, man. That'd be awesome. Then you don't have to. I want you to hold the paper for me if you want to go on the other side. What I want to do is I just want you to hold. You got two hands, see?
I got two.
Jolene only can give me one.
Should give the other one side the head once in a while.
Yeah, probably. Let's hold it. All right, let's hold it. Can we do? I want right there. Be fine. I got this distance. I'm gonna try to make it all the way around this.
Great arts and crafts. You like it.
Somewhere close. That's the only way I couldn't, if I pull this off and then just put my paper up that and go whoosh, and do that to it, then I don't know if my fender is going to fit my other fender. Like there's two fenders going on here. When they're not put together, they're two different shapes. So if I go and just put this paper against that fender there and press a line out and make a pattern, weld that on there and do the same for this, it's not going to work. I need two of the same pieces to put on this one and this one for the fenders to match up. That's what I'm thinking. Does that make sense? Yep. I'm not sure if it does or not. We're gonna find out.
You're just gonna make it have an adapter kit.
Yeah, an adapter kit. Did I mess that up, or did I? Let me cut this off down here, Nate.
A little bit tight right up here in the...
Yeah. Okay, just give me a little trimming right there, boy.
Even your scissors got rock dirt on them.
Keep it from rustling. And if it doesn't fit this time, tight down here. Yeah, so I'm kind of in a, I could pin a piece of coat hanger.
I'll put a piece of tape on there, then cut it around.
Also, I need this piece right here too. That 45. I need that piece right there too, right?
I need right there. You're good.
All right, let's do that. Let's hold it up there and I'll do it again. I'll do the, hold it up the best it fits.
Okay. Making it work.
And I'm just gonna, we're on the line, are we, sort of, the best we ever can, or?
Pretty close.
All right.
Oh!
You make me slip, man.
You're almost there, though. Right? Oh, sorry, man.
Whew, that made me sweat.
I got you right there, too.
Made me sweat by. Sweating frog eggs.
The old sunshine sure makes you feel better about everything during the day.
I gotta turn this bad boy around. Feels good, doesn't it? Beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. Beautiful day. Sun is shining. Nathan's talking about feeling good.
We should have had a motorbike sensor, shouldn't we?
I can't get no work done driving a motorbike.
Oh, I know. If it was at 4 or 5 degrees warmer at home in the morning, I'd be on mine more. But every time I go to work by lunchtime, it's warm and the bike's home in the basement. Oh, you're getting there somewhere now, Channels.
That's not bad, is it?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Right
Needs
up.
a little piece in there, doesn't it?
A little piece near 45, yeah. Piece of tape.
What if I do this? Just knock that off. Just a hair. Can we do that? I knock that off. I need to just cut some off this end here.
Oh, now you're getting there.
This is what we
You're getting
need,
there pretty close now, man.
but this is what we need, sort of, but we're doing it by a piece of, looks nice, don't it?
Yeah,
Huh?
it looks pretty good there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think. So this has got to be the top line, and then I have to make from the bottom down. Because if I go up the top, make it up here, I want to have that about yay thick.
Yeah, you want a couple inches, don't you? 2 inches?
Yeah, I want like a little bit, I think, there for strength. That's what I want that strength for.
Are you going to have like a dowel from this one that sticks into that one when the hood comes down and guide it in place?
We'll see what happens when it comes down and all that. See what happens. I'd like to have it as easy as possible. The easiest way is the best way, I think. Well, not all the time, but that's the pattern there. But this little bad boy here is something like what. Push that down on there.
How's that one?
You're going to find out.
Look at that fancy thing. It's like a mohawk in a ruler.
So you
That
take
gives you your...
that gives you your shape, and then you take that off and trace it onto a piece of paper. I'd say
Too bad it wasn't longer.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. That's 4, but it's not there. I don't, and like I said, if I do not put the fenders together, I cannot expect to make the same piece, is what I'm thinking, and have it work and come together. Basically, that's what's got to happen there. And it's kind of a tricky situation because you can see on this side, I got a little bit going on here. I think it's going to hold it up. You can see on this side, it's got a piece holding it up there, but we got a gap on this side, and it's nowhere near the same shape. So if I took a pattern off this one the way it was and a pattern off this one the way it was, man, she'd be looking good, wouldn't it? Huh? You can tell it's summertime. I'm sweating. See it? Man. All right. Let's get a piece of paper. Let's see if or a piece of metal. Make one of those pieces. Make 2 of those pieces, that is, because I need one for the fender that's on the car and one for the fender that's meeting up with it. And I'm hoping that they're both the same. That's what we're going to do there. Remember, that's the top of the pattern. I'm reminding myself at the same time I tell you. Now, basically, where that's at, and it's fitting fairly decent, I'm thinking that if it's out of shape any at all, as I'm cutting it or anything like that, I can just sand it down and make sure they're both nice and round. It shouldn't matter. I should be able to put the fender to the piece that I'm making. I'm thinking I want a piece like so. Sharp. made it a little bit longer, I'm thinking it did. That's a good thing. Thinking that's my piece. 2 of those. I may cut that one first. I'm going to cut it with a zip cut. Sometimes that little shear will distort it. So I'm going to do this. Bump. I want my gloves on. Seeing where we had all the body together, it doesn't look like much. Just shove the engine in it and get it rocking and rolling. But we've been on it for what, 3 weeks, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and there's so much more metal work. Not more metal work to do, but there's so many things to do. Yeah, I'm really happy with the front end. I haven't even got a chance to take a look at it. That looks good. All the metal work on the front looks good. Now, when I put that on or have that piece done, I will take and wherever the thinnest place is, you can see, like, I've just cut that out, I just made a pattern. My thinnest area is probably there of the whole thing. Well, then what I'm thinking is when I weld it on, then I'll just shave it down to my thinnest area, and then I'd have the same all the way around. So that's the first piece. Let's make another piece. Exactly like the first piece. A little different. That's where I messed that. Stop it. Probably a wrong move, but I just did it. Is that right? It is what it is. Just gonna get another zip cut. Maybe even 2. So nice to be able to take the front end off the car that quick and put it back on. That's gonna be awesome. I suppose that's why they probably did it with drag cars, race cars. Get that front end off quick so they can fix it. Makes sense to me, I guess. Or just to be cool.
sometimes the cool factor is all it takes.
Isn't it? Don't matter if it stops. All that stuff. Marriage is cool. That's what I say with the chopped car. Like a lot of people don't like it because they got no room in the back. Well, that's the part of having a chopped car. It's style over comfort, if you do not know. A little sparks in the face. Hope it's worth it. Woo-hoo. Won't be able to rub my face. Gonna vice grip these bad boys together, clamp them together. And we're gonna make two the same. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use these because I don't want to bruise the metal. Putting a pair of vice grips on them, I could end up putting the end of the vice grips and bruise the metal. Don't want to do that. Just going to sit down here for a second while I'm over here. Sit down. Let's put that somewhere like yay. Got to clean the edge off before I get them clamped flat together. Trying to rush it, had to fix it, had to do it. Now they'll sit flat together and guarantee it. Yeah, I want to fit this together, I think, where it's the best, I guess. They say. You can see how I'm off there quite a ways, one to the other. We might as well make them both the same. That way the fender should fit the same. I'm hoping. I'm guessing. But if I try to sand that without clamping that together, I'll be in trouble. Guarantee it. One more on it. Sand one side at a time. I'll change my disc. And wherever it's the skinniest, like what I say, when I sand those two things there together, wherever it's the skinniest, that'll tell me what the distance that I'm going to have, or the thickness of that piece is going to be applied. That's what it's going to tell me. And that's all it's going to tell me. So I'll make it the same distance all the way along. Well, you know what? Probably shouldn't be booby trapped you. No. It's only metal. Let's get this going. That way there, when you put a grinder down like that, you know she's balancing blueprint it when she does that, huh? She didn't take off or go anywhere, did it? Huh?
Balanced the blueprint.
It's turned her.
Not like that Princess Auto one that wore the head over.
that even sanded funny. I still got that. I've never seen anything do that, but it did. Clamp that on there. Trying to keep it in shape or keep it in the right spot. Ouch. It's hot. You guessed it. It's hot. Really didn't need that one done. Well, there. 2 pieces. Let's push this back and just take a little figuring out here. I'm going to snip that back off. See what happens. We can do one side at a time. I'm thinking we can. Now, if I want to flip that up on its front end, was this can of paint enough, was it? So let's see if that'll flop up.
You did put bump stops.
Oh, okay. Never thought, it didn't make it.
Go rid of the bump stops. Right there. Here she is.
Beautiful. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's take it. I'm going to get that metal off there, sand that off, so we can get a fit going on. I guess it doesn't matter which one of these I have. I'm hoping it doesn't matter. All I do is I got to cut that off. Oh, take a look at this, sweetheart. Just got a little point coming on here. Got to chop that off. Get my marker. And this one seemed to be tight on this side, so we might have to be taking away. What I'm going to say is nothing, because I don't know yet. See what happens when I cut that off. I forgot about them beautiful legs. Spark them bad boys up. Won't know it, won't I? So, this is what I think I got going on. It actually doesn't fit that right on the money. Like, noise!
Noise. You got this, man.
I'm going to tack this on. I can't help it. All right, turn that on. Need a ground. Let's get comfortable. Try to. An attacker. Where I can get it off. So if I tacked it up in there, I might have a hard time getting it off. Continue on. Just keeping an idea, trying to keep my spot welds in the same sort of place. And making it come to a nice agreement on the metal. Look at that, fits nice. So you don't know. Sometimes when you're welding that on there, see, I could have that bent, ouch, wrong way, just gotta be careful. I can loop that on there. if I should have done that or I shouldn't have done that, but I did. It fit on there good, so what I'm thinking is that it must be okay. Cut this off. Ah. Yeah, I probably should have. Well, I didn't have it, but I took some off on that angle. I might stick that in there, apply that in there. I think I want to. See what happens. Now I'm going to pull it back down, or push it back up. So it's working all on its own right now. Got the bump stops on it, the whole bit, which is fantastic. Fits good too. Now, I'm hoping what I'm going to do, I'm going to push that down in there for me and you. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to make that vice grip that there probably. Nope, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do right now. Just do it myself. Gloves off. Let's draw a little line that we want to trim that back to. Everything looks good. Checking things over.
Great minty like?
Great minty like. Am I cutting too much? What I'm thinking is, I'm going to cut on that side of the black line. I don't even know if I should do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to tack it. I'm going to take that line off. I'm going to take this line off. There's probably easier ways to take marker off, but that did it. That did the job. Just tack it on here. That's it. Now, no, I'm going to tack it one more place. I'll get a better read. Just enough to hold it. Let's go get a piece of tape and do it. Maybe a little straighter. It's kind of a crucial thing we got going on there, and I think it deserves to be of the best fit it can be. This side here has got me bewildered, but it's not coming down all the way, that's why. I'm hoping that's it. So I've got a line, I can see my zip cut line where my weld line is. I'm just going to make a line with some tape. I'm going to make it a small line. Also, now that I see what's going on the other side, you want to come over here and take a look for a second. I just shoved down, I got not a very good line on this side. See that piece of hood? See what that's doing? That piece of hood's going down and hitting inside there. I'm thinking I should actually disconnect that over there. I'll keep the tape line on it because it might still look good, but I should get rid of that and make sure that's not pushing us crooked to start with. Basically, I should pull that off, open that up. I got a tape line on it where I can cut it off and make a half decent line, I think. The line's a little thicker. Pull this back up. Let's cut that off. We were banging on that, trying to get them tight together, to weld them together. It might be doing something, it might not be. Let's see if it hits this time. Hard to believe how. Nope. Yeah, fender. This one here, I think, we'll have it. What was that? Vina, come here. Come here. Got your nose bleeding, girl? Geez, you want that mouse in there, do you? Calm down.
Something got her, did it?
I'm not sure. She's bleeding at the nose. She's rooting, is what she's doing. Come lay down. Come on. Take a rest. Come on over, take a rest. Come on. You don't have to work all the time. Come on. Go lay down. Take a rest. Take a rest. She's saying, I want that mouse. Heard something squeal, didn't you? Anyways, back to what I was doing. Now, I gotta do that again. I'm gonna have a bigger line this time, and the reason I'm gonna have a bigger line because I see the other side. Just gotta have that back so I can get a better line. Just want it to stick. That's all I want to do, just stick. Now, what I'm doing is, I've got a tight line on this side. Cannot help it, cannot help it. It's on the hinges, it's where it's at, where it's at. I've got a line over this side when I put together. I have probably, I'm saying that there's, if I come together with a piece of metal on each side, I'll have, 3/16 quarter-inch gap is what I'm thinking that I'm gonna have. And that's not hitting there anymore. We're hard back. So, see that distance right there? I need that distance over there on the other side to make it right, is what I'm thinking. So there's a piece of metal, a piece of rubber, and then a piece of metal. So I'm gonna make this distance bigger. I'm gonna make it bigger. I don't know if my piece will fit after that, eh? If I make it bigger. Hard to concentrate on which line I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to follow this line, not this line. Seems like a lot to cut, doesn't it? It is what it is. I can't have two different, well, there would at least be that much rubber. What I'm thinking is this like, I mean, this is the first time I've cut two fenders apart and joined them together with a piece of metal. But what I'm thinking is, one piece would be welded there on this side, one piece would be welded on this side, and then we'd have a piece of rubber in between, maybe 1/8 or a little better, 3/16 in between where they come together. I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I might even make, Nathan suggested maybe weld a little piece on top of this fender, which makes it go over top of this fender. So there would be like a little lip that accepts it. That makes sense. Let's cut it. Not sure. I'll have to make that decision. Better decisions, better life. Poor decisions, poor life. Pass it on. Get this off. I gotta get up in there a little bit closer. Hoping that does the deal. Jeez, it still seems close, doesn't it? See what happens. Could be one of those Trek things, you know, when you... I'll have the hinges all work before I get this done. Still. Seems one to come back, doesn't it? Let's do this. Let's keep cutting it. Nope, don't got that much. Remember, it has to be ground, filled, fiberglass. Need more. Flip it up one more time. See if I can get that back by the hood there. It's gonna fit it better.
You gotta put your wire in the drill tray, Chad, so you have.
Do what?
You ever put your wire in the drill and spin it up like that?
No. Look at
You
that.
put one end in the vise and one end in the drill and spin it slow, right? And
Wouldn't the girls love him? He can do their hair right up and put it in curls.
I don't know if it's a braider or not, but
If you get a drill in the end of it, pull the hair right. What?
just do it slowly.
Wouldn't you? You wouldn't want her to go quick. Let's see what we got. I don't know if we can weld the other piece on or not. Don't know. But come take a look. That looks good. Right? Gives me a little big gap. Gives me another piece to weld on there. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if that's going to do it or not. Because we're going up the fender. Not sure. Don't know. All we can do is weld it on and see. Just going to tack it on, put it back on, see what we got. And then the process we do on this side, we will not have to do on the other side because, for one thing, because why? Because it's already got the gap cut in it, basically. And I'm going to sand that down some. Now, you can see, come see if you want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it on that corner right there. Because I don't know if I got that angle right or not. Like I got a little hole going on there. I'm not going to tack it on like this and expect the fender to fit it. I don't think. I think I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Yep, let's do it. Watch yourself, sweetie. Ah. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go with that angle. Dare myself. Yeah. Let go. Gonna have to go up here and start, I guess. Is everybody crossing their fingers for me? See if it works. Hoping. The only thing I don't know is where this went up the fender further. If it changed my pattern, which it probably did. Just tacking it on. Now, let's see what happens. Or do you want to save this for the next video? Ah! So I want the fender to match up. Don't want it to be in a different shape, I want it to match up. Not bad, like it needs a little shove in there. I think that'll work. That actually is not it's actually quite a nice gap, but to be honest with you, I think it needs to be opened up more. And the reason it needs to be opened up more because there's more going on there than that. I think if that's not bad though, I can push on this and change that a little bit. I think I can. Or maybe if it had something where it fits nice there though, right, right exactly where it's supposed to fit. What I'm going to have to do there is I'm going to have to knock that off. And I'm gonna do it again. And the reason being is, I'm gonna knock it off. I'm gonna have to take some more out of that because I feel like the gap on the other side is bigger. See that little tiny bit right there where that piece didn't come up there? Where it didn't fill that hole, I just left it. Next time I'm gonna make that little piece that I just put in there, I'm gonna make that come up and touch that corner. What I'm gonna think that's gonna do is gonna make me pull that fender down that much here. If I take that patch, when I put this piece on again, I'll tack it in the exact same spot. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it down so that piece that I just put on comes right up to that point. So I'm gonna push it down a little bit and use that angle to pull that in. Maybe show that in the next one. Alrighty. All right, thanks a lot everybody for coming back. I hope you get what's going on. The flip front end's going awesome. It went back on better than it come off and went on the first time, I'm thinking, didn't it, Nathan?
It went on pretty darn good.
It went on good. The metal work on the front is tightened right now. That's good. It's going good. Now we're just going to have to get this thing going on this side. We'll get it. We'll get it.
One piece at a time.
One piece at a time, like Joey Cash. See what happens. Not sure. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Just a second. Let's go over and see where you at now, Nate.
Oh,
just dishing wires around, eh?
dishing wires around.
What's the wire you twisted all up for?
Gonna be dash wires, dash lights. One down to the cluster and down to the gauges, and one up to the cluster.
Okay.
The cluster's gonna go. It's all gonna be up in behind the dash.
Right on. We got a new light switch, new key switch, new water temp, new amberature, new oil pressure, new dimmer switch, wiring harness. Yeah, it's going.
New gas gauge down in the tank.
New gas gauge down the tank. It's going good. Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. You come back tomorrow and see what we're up to.